Welcome back, horror hounds. Today we're diving into the gruesome world of the undead with our countdown of the top 10 most powerful zombies in movie history. From the slow and shambling to the lightning fast and relentless, we're exploring the deadliest of the dead. So buckle up, grab your zombie survival kit, and get ready for some bone-chilling facts. Make sure to stick around until the end, because you won't want to miss our number one pick. Trust me, it's a real graveyard shift. Kicking off our list at number 10, we have the relentless T-virus infected from Train to Busan. These zombies are terrifyingly fast and agile, transforming from everyday people into bloodthirsty monsters in the blink of an eye. Remember that scene in the train car, where that businessman turns right before your eyes? One minute he's panicking, the next he's snapping at the ankles of our heroes. They swarm like a tidal wave of teeth and fury, overwhelming their victims with sheer numbers. Their speed, agility, and overwhelming hordes make them a force to be reckoned with. Seriously, these things are like the Energizer bunnies of the undead world. Coming in at number 9 are the sprinting terrors from World War Z. These infected weren't just fast, they were like rabid cheetahs on two legs. They could scale walls, leap over cars, and moved with an unsettling fluidity. Remember that scene in Jerusalem? The infected just swarmed over that wall like a tidal wave of flesh and teeth. It was chaos, pure and simple, and it showed just how quickly these things could overwhelm even the most fortified location. One chomp from these guys, and you were done. No waiting around for a slow, agonizing transformation, just instant rage. While the CGI might have been a bit much at times, there's no denying the raw power and speed of these infected. They were a force of nature sweeping across the globe and leaving nothing but chaos in their wake. So if you ever hear a blood-curdling scream and see a blur of gnashing teeth coming your way, you better start running. Stomping in at number 8 is the bioengineered nightmare Nemesis from Resident Evil Apocalypse. This behemoth is a genetically modified killing machine, hell-bent on eradicating any surviving members of STARS standing at a towering height. Nemesis is a hulking mass of muscle, bone, and whatever twisted experiments Umbrella had brewing in their labs. This thing is nearly indestructible, shrugging off bullets like mosquito bites and packing some serious firepower of its own. Remember that rocket launcher? Yeah, not exactly your typical zombie weaponry. He's got a singular focus, an unwavering determination to hunt down and eliminate his targets. Remember that scene where he chases Jill Valentine through that burning building? You could feel the tension, the sheer terror as he stalked her through the flames. With his incredible strength, regenerative abilities, and that damn rocket launcher, Nemesis is a force to be reckoned with. He's a terrifying example of what happens when science goes wrong. Coming in at number 7 are the rage-fueled infected from 28 Days Later. These guys are fueled by pure, unadulterated rage, and they move with a terrifying speed and ferocity. Remember that opening scene where Jim stumbles out of the hospital and into a deserted London? The eerie silence is shattered by the blood-curdling scream of an infected, and suddenly, he's sprinting for his life. These infected are driven by a primal instinct to spread the infection, to share their rage with the world. They'll chase you down, corner you, and tear you apart with their bare hands. Remember that scene where Jim and Selena are trapped in that apartment building, and the infected are pounding on the door trying to get in? The sheer desperation, the feeling of being hunted, it's palpable. What makes these infected truly terrifying is their unpredictability. They're driven by pure emotion, and that makes them incredibly dangerous. Clawing their way to number 6 are the even more rage-fueled infected from 28 Weeks Later. If you thought the infected from 28 Days Later were bad, these guys are like the hopped-up, turbocharged versions. They're faster, stronger, and even more driven by that primal rage that makes them so terrifying. Remember that scene where Don gets chased across that field by his infected wife? Talk about a bad breakup. Those bloodshot, rage-filled eyes just pierce right through you. You know that there's no reasoning with these creatures, no appealing to their humanity, because there's nothing human left inside those infected shells. They can survive for weeks without food or water, their bodies seemingly powered by rage alone. They're like relentless killing machines, and they won't stop until they've spread the infection to every living thing in their path. Slithering into the number 5 spot are the mind-controlled puppets of the Red Queen from the Resident Evil franchise. These zombies are tools, weapons in the arsenal of a ruthless AI hell-bent on containing the T-virus outbreak. Under the Red Queen's control, these infected are chillingly efficient. They follow her every command, executing her will with ruthless precision. Remember those laser hallway scenes? The Red Queen used her zombie puppets to trap and eliminate anyone who dared to stand in her way. What makes these zombies truly terrifying is their lack of free will. They're simply tools, extensions of the Red Queen's will. They're a chilling reminder that sometimes the scariest monsters are the ones we create ourselves. Lumbering into the number 4 spot is the tragically misunderstood Big Daddy from Land of the Dead. Big Daddy isn't your typical brain-dead zombie. He remembers, he feels, and he leads his fellow undead with a strange, sorrowful wisdom. Remember that scene where he mourns the loss of his bucket? It was a gut-wrenching moment that showed us a glimmer of humanity still flickering within that decaying shell. Big Daddy wasn't just a monster, he was a victim, a tragic figure caught in the crossfire of a world gone mad. But don't let his sorrow fool you. Big Daddy is still a force to be reckoned with. He commands the respect, even fear, of his fellow zombies, leading them on raids against the living with a strategic mind that belies his rotting exterior. He's a symbol of the intelligence that still lingers within some of the undead. He's a powerful reminder that sometimes the scariest monsters are the ones that still remember what it means to be human. Oozing his way into the number 3 spot is the iconic, brain-hungry Tarman from Return of the Living Dead. The Tarman is different. He's intelligent, he's articulate, and he's got a craving for brains that just won't quit. Remember that iconic line, "brains"? It's a chillingly simple phrase, but it perfectly encapsulates the Tarman's insatiable hunger. He's not just driven by a primal need to feed, he's actively seeking out the most delicious part of the human anatomy. What makes the Tarman truly terrifying is his intelligence. He can strategize, communicate, and even use tools to achieve his goals. Remember that scene where he uses the radio to call for more zombies? He's not just a mindless eating machine, he's a strategic thinker. He's a chilling reminder that sometimes the scariest monsters are the ones who can think for themselves. Surging into the number 2 spot is the relentless, unstoppable horde from George A. Romero's groundbreaking masterpiece, Zombie. This isn't just a group of shambling corpses, this is a force of nature, a tidal wave of flesh and teeth that threatens to consume everything in its path. Remember that iconic scene in the shopping mall? Our heroes, trapped inside, watch in horror as the undead swarm the building, their numbers seemingly endless. What makes the horde from Zombie so terrifying is its relentlessness. They never stop, never tire, never question, they just keep coming, driven by a primal urge to consume that knows no bounds. They are the embodiment of chaos, the breakdown of order, the inevitable march of entropy. But there's also a strange beauty to the horde, a macabre ballet of decay and destruction. They are a reminder of our own mortality, of the fragile nature of our existence. And finally, claiming the top spot as the most powerful zombie in movie history is R, the love-struck Romeo from Warm Bodies. R represents something truly terrifying, something that transcends the typical zombie tropes of mindless violence and insatiable hunger. R represents hope. In a world ravaged by a zombie apocalypse where humanity is on the brink of extinction, R dares to dream of a better future. He clings to the remnants of his humanity, yearning for connection, for love, for something more than just mindless existence. Remember that scene where he protects Julie from the other zombies? He's not driven by hunger or rage, but by a deep-seated desire to protect the one he loves. R's power lies not in his strength or speed, but in his capacity for love, empathy, and hope. He's a symbol of the enduring power of the human spirit, even in the face of unimaginable horror. So there you have it, our list of the top 10 most powerful zombies in movie history. From the relentless hordes to the love-struck romantics, these creatures continue to fascinate and terrify us, reminding us of our own mortality and the fragility of our existence. Did we miss your favorite flesh-eating fiend? Let us know in the comments below, and be sure to tell us which of these undead terrors you'd least like to encounter in a dark alley. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and ring that bell so you never miss a gruesome upload. Until next time, stay scared.